In a small village called Madhavpur, there lived a brother and sister named Karuna and Balu. After their mother passed away, their father, Madhav, remarried a woman named Malti. In front of Madhav, Malti acted kind and loving. But the moment he left for work, she treated the children very badly. She made them do all the housework and often scolded them. Malti had one son of her own. A few years passed and Madhav's health began to worsen. Soon he also passed away. That night, Karuna and Balu cried for hours.
Sister, what will happen to us now? What did we do wrong that God took away our parents?
I don't know, brother. But now we will have to do whatever Malti auntie tells us. If we don't, she will throw us out of the house.
Didi, will she send us away?
Now, Malti began to trouble Karuna and Balu even more. One day, a man named Ramu came from the city after hearing about Madhav's death. Ramu was a cunning and greedy man.
Malti bhabhi! Malti bhabhi!
Malti replied,
Who is shouting like that? Why are you disturbing my sleep?
Namaste bhabhi! I am Ramu, Madhav's friend from the city. I heard about him.
Oh yes, Ramu bhaiya. Come in, come in. Hey, you unlucky girl. Where are you hiding? Bring some water for Ramu bhaiya. Come on fast.
What's wrong bhabhi? You look worried.
What should I say, bhai sahab? After Madhav passed away, things have been very difficult. And with these two children, I can hardly feed my own son. I don't know what to do now.
Hearing this, greed entered Ramu's mind and he said,
Bhabhi ji, don't take it the wrong way, but may I say something?
Yes, go ahead, bhai sahab.
Bhabhi ji, give these two children to me. I'll pay you 50,000 rupees for them.
Blinded by greed, Malti agreed and sold the children. Ramu took Karuna and Balu to the city and sold them again to his boss for 1 lakh rupees. That man already had many orphaned children working for him. All the children worked hard all day and were given very little food. One night, Karuna whispered to her brother,
Brother, we must escape from here, no matter what. Otherwise, these people will keep making us work until we die.
Balu replied,
Yes, Didi, we should go. But will they let us escape?
Let's at least try. We have to do something.
They decided firmly to leave. One night, when their master Shamlal fell into a deep sleep, Balu quietly checked that he was indeed asleep. The two prepared to run away. But as soon as they started to leave, Shamlal woke up and saw them escaping. He chased after them. Karuna ran fast, but Balu was too small. Shamlal caught him while Karuna managed to run away. Getting hold of Balu, Shamlal beat him mercilessly. Balu was crying with pain, but Shamlal didn't pay any pity on him.
Please leave me. Please let me go.
So you tried to run away? I caught you now.
Saying this, Shamlal started beating Balu.
Help! Somebody please help. I want to go to my sister.
Hearing her brother's cries, Karuna ran back. When Shamlal saw her, he said,
Oh, so the princess has returned. Do you think you can escape from me? Now I'll teach you a lesson.
Please have mercy on us, sir. Let us go. We will never tell anyone about you. Please, please, sir. We will not do such things again. We will do whatever you say. Please, please forgive us. Please, please, sir.
Even after their pleading, Shamlal didn't listen. He locked them both inside a small room and thought to himself,
I must keep them locked up. If these two escape, other kids may do the same. And if the police find out, I'll be in trouble. I'll send them to my wife in the village for a few days. Right. So let me send them to my wife, so that there would be no risk to me in future.
The next morning, Shamlal went to check on them. The children were sitting in a corner, crying. Pretending to be kind, Shamlal said, "Come on, my children. I'll take you to a place where a loving mother will care for you. You'll be happy there. No one will scold or beat you, and you won't have to do hard work anymore." Hearing this, Karuna and Balu smiled again and agreed to go with him. The next morning, they got ready early and waited for Shamlal. Later, he took them to a small village to meet his wife, Ranjana. Quietly, he told Ranjana everything that had happened and said,
Ranjana, I am leaving these children here with you. Take good care of them. They should never feel a lack of anything.
Okay, there is no problem. Anyways, I am alone at home. I will take care of them.
As soon as Ranjana agreed, Shamlal left from there. At first, she pretended to be kind and loving. A few days passed, and Karuna and Balu started feeling comfortable in their new surroundings. But soon, Ranjana showed her true colors. She started making the children do all the housework and often left them without food.
Didi, I am really so hungry. Can I eat something?
Seeing her little brother starving, Karuna felt very sad. She went to Ranjana and said,
Madam, my brother Balu is very hungry. Please give him a little something to eat.
Hearing this, Ranjana became angry.
You don't work properly and still coming asking for food? Go away. I'll give you food only when I'll feel like it.
Ma'am, please don't do this. He is really hungry. Just a little food is enough. I am not asking for much. Please, ma'am, please.
Karuna kept requesting her again and again, but Ranjana lost her temper and pushed her hard. Karuna fell to the floor and fainted. Seeing her unconscious, Ranjana panicked.
Hey Karuna, get up. Stop pretending. Enough of your drama. Get up now.
Ranjana shook Karuna again and again, trying to wake her. Just then, hearing the noise, Balu ran inside. Seeing Karuna lying on floor, he panicked.
Didi, please wake up. What happened to you?
Balu cried and shouted loudly. Seeing this, Ranjana thought Karuna was dead. She was terrified and didn't know what to do. Trying to quiet Balu, she tied a cloth over his mouth and bound his hands and feet. After thinking for a while, she decided to get rid of both the children. That night, with the help of her driver, Ranjana took the children to a cliff behind the house, planning to throw them into the valley. But at the same time, her neighbor Rama came outside to hang her clothes. She saw Karuna unconscious and noticed the cloth tied on Balu's mouth. Shocked, she immediately called her husband, who was a police inspector.
Hello? It's Rama. Listen, I just saw neighbor Ranjana leading those two children up the hill. One of them seemed unconscious and the other's mouth was tied. Please come quickly.
The police rushed to the hill and found Balu with his mouth tied and Karuna lying unconscious. They caught Ranjana and her driver on the spot. A crowd gathered quickly. Thankfully, Karuna regained consciousness right then. The police took both children to the hospital and began questioning Ranjana. Out of fear, Ranjana admitted everything. The police also spoke to the children.
Our stepmother sold us to Ramu uncle for money. Then Ramu sold us to Shyamlal. They all tortured us and make us work very hard. Police uncle, there are many more children like us there, all brought and sold just like us. Please rescue them. Please help them.
Through tears, the children told the police everything that had happened. Shortly after, the police arrested Shyamlal, his wife Ranjana, their helper Ramu, and the stepmother Malti. All the rescued children were shifted to a good orphanage. They were enrolled in a government school, given clothes, books, and a safe place to live. Now, the children study and live happily once again.
This story teaches us that in life we should always walk on the path of truth because all evil things end evil.